Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back to Divination Rainbow. Today I am going to be pulling on the energy of what's coming next in the events unfolding around you at this time. So we're just going to go through. I'm going to get a couple more. Let's see, 2 or 3 more if we can. Thank you, Spirit. And 1 or 2 more so I can put this together, please. Thank you. Okay. All right. So right off the bat, we're seeing a friendly and loyal energy coming in here. Someone who is generally present to be around, but you may not spend an awful lot of time around. It's definitely the energy that kind of comes and goes, but is a pleasant feeling. So there's some good vibes brewing at the top of the reading here. And then as we move forward, we're seeing a little bit more of maybe there could be someone or a type of energy that's distrustful, something that's kind of holding you up. These two energies right here are essentially like opposing forces, a very friendly, helpful energy. And then with this card being in the reverse, it's more of a little bit of a distrustful kind of hindrance in the energy. Okay. So that's what we're seeing right off the bat. However, with that hindrance, we're also seeing it being connected into a message. So this is giving me a good feeling here that there's someone that you don't hear from all the time, someone who is pleasant to be around, but is maybe someone who comes and goes, and they're bringing you in a message related to something that could be about like a delay in plans, something that's been kind of a struggle or a challenge that they're having difficulty overcoming. They maybe even want your advice in the matter. This is the type of situation where there could also be some stalls and some blocks if it's a business project, or if there was travel planned, that could also be a delay in travel, okay? And then I'm also seeing here, though, at the end of this spread, there's going to be a little bit more of a joyous energy coming in, a little bit more of the same type of energy that we saw at the beginning. But at the same time, it's something more reliable. It's something much more stable. It's an energy that is very malleable and open to change. And this is someone that you can rely on, right? That's the type of friend that you could ask them to help you move, or if you had a big favor that you needed. So when I put this all together, I'm really seeing that you may be receiving a message soon from someone that you don't hear from often, but they're going to want to tell you about something that maybe have been a little bit challenging to them lately. And it's the type of thing where they're going to be needing some advice. They're looking to you as a reliable friend, somebody who can kind of help them brainstorm the issue, and someone who is generally open to trying new things. And that's why they're looking to you for advice at this time. I struggled to get that out. I'm not sure why, but there could be some secrets coming out. I often find in readings where it's not actively Mercury retrograde and I'm having difficulty speaking, it can be because there are some hidden truths or some secrets brewing in the energy. Definitely could be getting ready to come to you in this conversation as well. Let me know how that resonates for you. So now that we see this story unfolding, if that feels familiar to you, I'm going to be pulling a little bit more information on what we can see of what is coming next as this energy is unfolding around you. And right away, the 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is a really joyful celebration. This is a very bold expression of emotion, and this is a happy time together. So this could even be a relationship coming back together where maybe you took some time apart, and I just got the Hermit. Yeah, maybe you took some time apart, and this was a kind of situation where whether it's romance or a very deep, true friendship, and now this person is kind of coming back around. Perhaps they were in a situation where they had to travel away from you. But yeah, now they're definitely coming back towards you. And this is a really strong connection that has a very mutual feeling of strong, strong bonds here, okay? And we're also seeing here where this is something where you've definitely been taking a break from this type of interaction. So this is going to be a little bit of a restart here. what we're seeing is a very joyous connection that had a little bit of introspection in the midterm, where we're seeing maybe you or the person who you are normally very friendly with having taken a step back. And we're also seeing here confirmation that this is truly a very strong bond that you share. And this is a very mutual feeling of enjoying each other's company. But it was something where you needed a little bit of a rest. And there was maybe some things coming to light. Maybe you were learning about some things. We were just talking about secrets. So you could have been getting some information that maybe someone divulged to you, or you weren't necessarily ready to divulge. I don't know why I don't usually use that word, but the word divulge I'm hearing in my mind. And it kind of was time to kind of take stock of everything and weigh your options and kind of balance everything out. And it's the kind of thing where that's once again why this person is coming to you for advice. That's why this person is coming back around, because they see you as the type of person that they can really rely on. They see you as the type of person who they can trust in this way, and they're counting on you to bring them through because they feel very inspired by you at the same time. And I'm once again getting this very balancing type of vibe from the illustration on this specific page of cups, with it falling on top of the 10 of cups as well. It's really kind of giving me kind of like this relationship itself not only makes them very happy, but it inspires them. And it's probably even healing to their inner child. Perhaps you've known this person since childhood. That's very possible. And during this time of separation and introspection, we're seeing quite a bit of defensive energy. This person could have maybe even been comparing themselves to you and seeing how they measure up with you, because it's a little bit of a rivalry. It's a little bit of a disruption. It's the type of thing where it could have really caused the two of you to be in opposing forces and to be at odds with one another. Yeah, because no matter how strong a foundation is, when that inner saboteur starts knocking at the door and you start listening to it, it can be a little bit of an issue. And this was causing a little bit too much introspection, to the point where it was maybe even causing some people involved to become oblivious to some of the things that they needed to reconcile with and confront. And so that's definitely what caused this space and this rest here. We're seeing a repeating message. And it also is something that it could have caused quite a bit of insecurity. So this person is trying to develop a more stable, more secure way of approaching things in the future, and they're ready to make it happen. They're ready to bring together the information that they've gathered up to this point and the knowledge that they have up to this point, because they want to be able to have a little bit more of a second chance, is what I'm getting here. And I'm also seeing this as something that they potentially, or you potentially, have been manifesting in. It's the type of thing where there has been a lot of thought and intention put into potentially reconciling this connection. And at the bottom of the deck, we're seeing the Four of Pentacles. So that is further confirmation that this isn't something that either one of you is ready to really let go of yet. This isn't something that either one of you is really necessarily, oh, and we see this card flipped and I didn't even notice that. The Three of Wands, closing the distance. Yeah, this is something that neither one of you is really ready to let go of yet, because you have a vision for how this could all play out in the future. I feel that both of you do. And it's the kind of thing where we're taking stock of the connection up to this point and really thinking about, is it worth forfeiting? Yeah, would it be worth it to let this go, knowing everything that I've put into it, the type of deep and meaningful bond that I share with this person, the way that they make me feel happy is really a gift. That's the strong message coming through. And it might be time to really take a look at how your actions can make a difference here, okay? Not that you necessarily have done anything wrong. That's not what I mean to say at all. But simply put, it's time to see how the way that you move influences how others move around you. It brings me to a thought of how when someone is getting really escalated or really heated up and they start yelling and they start getting very aggressive, often it is a natural thing for us as humans to mirror that back to them, right? We start getting really frustrated, we start getting really worked up. And the same is true. If someone approaches you in an energy that you don't like, and you start reflecting back to them what you actually want to see, they're going to start reflecting that back to you. It's a little bit of reverse psychology in a way, I guess you'd say, but it's the best way to get what you want when you're dealing with challenging situations. So I absolutely would say I am seeing this as a message of not getting frustrated or losing hope or clarity, and remaining true to whatever it is that you envision being the best outcome for yourself. If there's something here that you're not quite ready to let go of yet, thinking about approaching this from a different perspective could be helpful as well. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we got 444 here. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Swords. We're seeing rest, we're seeing a little bit of deep introspection, and we're seeing someone here who's not ready to let go. But it's also a message here of being very secure, being very protected, and being able to kind of explore this energy without the fear of something that's going to be a negative drawback or having something blow up in your face. Okay. And it's the type of thing where I also would say it's a great idea to just sit down and think about what would be the ideal outcome for you, you know, instead of just diving in head first, right? Because then you could break your neck. Instead of doing that, thinking about what could possibly happen here. How do I approach this in a way that's safe? Because changes are coming in. Definitely. And it's going to be a transformative type of thing where you might even be seeing a different side of this person and their energy than what you're used to. It's very exciting. The energy feels full of possibilities, a little bit familiar, and at the same time curious. So have fun with it. Yeah. And that really feels like the message for you, my friend. I'm so grateful for you being here with me today here at Divination Rainbow. I love when you join me, so please do come back anytime you feel called to do so. But until we see each other on the next one, please do take good care of yourself. Bye for now.